Okay, we're on the yellow brand here. 5 matches for you. It can only be one thing.
It's time for a takeover.
Oh.
Boy, did we have a stacked card for the show tonight. So, screw it. I'm happy doing it in card order again.
Yeah, why not?
So, we kicked the show off in pretty decent fashion. We had the NXT tag team titles on the line. The champions, Undisputed Era, defending against the Authors of Pain.
Oh no, the AOP and their evil manager, Paul Ellering.
So yeah, this match was very enjoyable. And I'm starting to really like Authors of Pain a lot more.
Only now?
Well, you know, I've been thereabouts. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, what I found strange was that they really pushed Authors of Pain as the good guy tag team in this match.
Yeah, it was weird.
Undisputed Era was like the bad guys, essentially.
Yeah, but early on, despite the size disadvantage, Undisputed Era got on top earlier on and they were targeting Akam's knee, which worked to great effect, really, until, of course, Rezar came into the picture. No, I do like the Also Pain. They came out with like the Desert Riot gear again, which was quite cool. Better than when they first had it, and they had them stupid black veils.
Oh yeah, that was...
No, a really entertaining match. And then when it came to its penultimate end, AOP went for their signature finisher.
The last chapter.
Yeah. But Akam's knee gave out on him when he was trying to go for the power bomb. And then Kyle O'Reilly took advantage of this, threw Akam into Rezar.
Oh yeah, knocked him off the apron.
Yeah. And then he rolled him up. And they picked up the pinfall in this one.
Unbelievable.
So still NXT Tag Champs, Undisputed Era.
Is this the end for the AOP on NXT? Are they going to be called up now?
Maybe.
Have they got one more takeover in them before the inevitable call up?
It's definitely coming soon. I mean, obviously, we had a few people in attendance in the crowd, which inevitably were made a big point of. You had Ricochet, and we've got a new tag team. No, it's not to get confused with the Marvel Universe.
Damn it.
We've got the tag team of War Machine coming in.
The bearded duo.
And we've also got Mrs. Gargano coming in. A little bit of an effort made making that public. And then the other signing, EC3, is coming to NXT.
I actually found that funny. I was like, they're actually using EC3. They're going back to calling him Derek Bateman.
I think it'd be a mistake, personally, going back to that gimmick. And I suppose at the end of the day, did TNA really care? I mean, Dixie Carter's nothing to do with TNA anymore. So, you know, the whole thing was she was his auntie, wasn't it? I think, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm on after that storyline.
Yeah. And not to mention as well, this is the company that just sort of give it down for a short one and they're just like, oh, you know, screw it, can't be arsed with this. Let's just have it now. I can't be arsed.
Oh, match number 2.
And this was rather surprising, and my God, one wrestler was so ridiculously over with the crowd.
Yeah, I'm like, why is he that over with the crowd?
Don't get me wrong, better introduce the wrestlers first. Our next match was Cassius Ohno
The knockout artist.
versus Velveteen Dream.
Patrick Clark.
Yeah, I'll give him his dues. Ever since Velveteen Dream had that match at the last TakeOver with Aleister Black, his work's really impressed me.
Yeah, he had one hell of a showing against Gargano last week.
Yeah, I think, build him up properly, let him do his own thing and that, and I think he could be a big player in NXT in the near future.
He's quite young as well. He's only like 22.
Yeah, and before the match, on the pre-show, Velveteen Dream promised a 30-second knockout.
Yeah.
But he didn't say he was going to win in 30 seconds. He just promised a 30-second knockout. And he did deliver with a knockout punch.
Didn't really knock it out. Like, knocked it down.
He knocked it out. Give him a man his due.
It was a good match. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I don't know what it is in that, but I just can't quite get into Cassius Ohno as much as I should be. Don't get me wrong, he's good, but I don't know. This run in NXT, it just sort of seems a bit forced, and it's sort of like, have to make it work with him. We've got to do something.
He doesn't have a storyline or a direction, essentially.
No.
He's just sort of there.
Yeah, and it's sort of like, would it really killed him to go to his actual name?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Because Vince needs to own everything.
Ugh. But in the end, Velveteen Dream ended up hitting a rolling Death Valley driver.
Yeah. Oh, the second time after he nearly dropped him the first time he did it.
Yeah, that could have been worked on a little bit better, but overall I thought this was quite a good match. And he ended up climbing the turnbuckle and going to the top of the ring post.
Yeah.
And hitting the Purple Rain elbow drop.
And that was all she wrote.
Yes, Velveteen Dream picking up an impressive victory. So next up, we've got the NXT Women's Championship. Champion Ember Moon defending against Michelle. Sorry, Shayna Baszler.
Oh, the Queen of Spades.
You could hardly call her the Queen of Hearts, could you?
Oh, God, don't get her started. Never at the end of it.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a whole different kettle of fish. Yeah, but
this one was a lot more competitive than I expected it to be.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, I thought it was going to be very Shayna Baszler doing most of the offense, and then maybe the lucky win at the end.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously there was a fair amount of submission moves involved with Baszler's MMA background.
Yeah, she did a few different submissions. Wasn't just the lock that she usually does.
No. But I feel with the Ember Moon character and sort of, how they should be doing things, and let's not even get started on a certain takeover where they screwed it all up.
Yeah.
The sort of unofficial build-up of this was she can't hit the Eclipse. But thankfully, this time round, they did it correctly in this match.
She didn't need it.
No, and that pretty gruesome fight of her trying to get out of Baszler's finisher. I don't even know if they've given it a name yet.
No, I don't think they have. It's sort of like a sleeper hold, I think they called it.
Yeah, she was fighting in that for a good couple of minutes.
Yeah, she had in a sleeper and in an armbar. I think it was the armbar that got her, actually.
Yeah.
Because after about 5 minutes, and it felt like 5 minutes anyway. It's like she got to the ropes, she put it back on. Looked like she was going on the ropes again, and then she turned it, and reversed it,
Yeah.
and pinned her. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. So, Ember Moon still NXT Women's Champion.
Oh man, the commentary after this match was hilarious. We had like the commentary team just going, "Get out of here, Baszler! You're disgusting." Ronaldo massively went on one.
Yeah, of course it was Ronaldo and Percy Watson as poor Nigel McGuinness was ill, so he was unable to make the show.
Yeah, it was fun. They did a good job of that.
Sort of like, it's all, keeping up with the heel gimmick, and, it still puts Baszler across as being strong, so...
It went exactly as I expected it to go.
It was probably the best way they could have booked it, to be honest.
So, next one.
Oh, man. Here's the one we were all waiting for. This was a pretty iconic match pretty early on in both of their NXT careers. It's time to get extreme.
Yeah, we don't often see the Extreme Rules match. Not anymore.
No. And it was the leader of the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, baby!
Yep.
And he was facing off against Aleister Black.
The Dutch Destroyer.
Yeah.
Oh, man. What to say about this one? My God.
We thought this was going to potentially steal the weekend, and it didn't disappoint at all.
There was a lot I liked about this match.
Yeah, a lot of spots, trying to remember them all.
There was the double stomp through the announce table.
Yes, that was towards the end of the match. And then you had a few spots with the chair shots and that, and then you had one where Adam Cole chucked the chair to Aleister Black when he was on the top rope, and he kicked the chair into Aleister Black's face, and he fell through the two tables on the outside of the ring.
Yeah, that was pretty.
And then you had a moment where Aleister Black launched Adam Cole onto the ladder.
Ooh.
And I think did he sort of like hit the top of his back / neck on it.
And then, of course, there's the spot we all remember where Aleister Black actually did Adam Cole's finisher, but onto a couple of chairs.
Yeah. See, it's bad enough just lining them up together, but Adam Cole was going for the killer moment. So he faced them the other way.
Oh, man.
So it was the two backs of the chairs backed onto one another. And unfortunately for Adam Cole, he got dropped onto the middle of them two back chairs. And you just saw hear the yelp, ah! And you just looked at him like, oh my God, he's killed him. Oh my God.
It's one of those moments where you saw it and you're like, I even feel that. And I'm not even there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Then we got the Parade of Interference, Undisputed Era, Sanity for some reason.
Yeah, it was a bit of a weird one because obviously I thought straight away Riley and O'Reilly and Fish are going to get involved, but he's going to come out for Black. He's not associated with anyone else.
No, he's not.
I mean, I thought maybe the authors of Pain may have come out just to keep up the rivalry of the two tag teams already rivaling. But I was surprised when it was Sanity.
Yeah, you saw the very big, the very sweaty
Killian Dane.
Yeah, his large ass just went flying through the ring ropes, taking out everybody.
Yeah, literally did. But in the end, as much as it was a grueling, ugly, extreme match.
Ugly?
Adam Cole got hit with that devastating black mask.
Oh, God, didn't he just...
And that was it. 1, 2, 3. Black picks up the victory.
Rightly so.
Adam Cole got his moment.
It's coming. I would be surprised if he doesn't win the title sometime this year.
Yeah. It's coming.
But now on to the main event. And damn you NXT, you know how to pull up my heartstrings.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, tell me about it. You had the whole build-up. The whole of Johnny's family were ringside, including his wife. And, yeah, to be honest, initially I was I'm not sure if I'm going to be heavily into this match or not, but like you say, my God, did they just draw you straight in.
Yeah, once it started, you...
The only slight criticism I think I've got of this match is... But then at the same time I can make an argument it's a company-wide issue. Why there has to be so much outside interference when it comes to heel. Selena Vega got involved so often.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, overall I think it was a really good match and
It was.
a really good story was told here, but I just think it just tainted it a tiny bit with the constant interference. So when you bloody had a moment where bloody Zelina Hurricane Rana'd Johnny into the steel steps.
Yeah, just as the referee was getting rid of Andrade.
Yes.
He had his back turned and that's when she did it.
Yes.
But then this got Gargano's wife involved.
Yeah, she came in. Rugby tackled her.
And they fought into the crowd and like chased her off.
Yeah, just disappeared backstage somewhere.
And this was the part where I liked. It was like 10 minutes of just them two.
Yeah.
Just having it out.
Yeah, and you had that moment where you saw, oh my God, is he gonna do it? Johnny wrestling locked in that modified crossface.
The Gargano escape.
And you saw there going, oh my God, he's gonna do it.
I gotta be honest, when he had him in it, I was screaming, tab, 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 you mother.
But unfortunately, it was not to be.
No. After he kicked out of the first hammerlock DDT, like, I think they were fighting on the apron and Andrade drop kicked him into the turnbuckle and he bashed his head.
Yes. Yeah, that's right.
And then he took him up to, I think it was maybe the middle rope. I don't think it was quite as high as the top rope. And he did the DDT again.
Yes.
From like that vantage point. And you were like, crap. You didn't want it to be over, but you sort of went, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and Andrade picked up the victory in this one, retaining his NXT championship.
One hell of a match, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, really good outing from both wrestlers in this.
But that wasn't the end of it. You know, they went up the ramp. Everyone gave Gargano the applause.
Yeah, his wife reappeared, pulled him back up, said, come on, get him next time.
And then you had the crowd going mental, and you're like, well, what's going on? And then that bearded figure appeared from behind.
Yeah, with Tommaso Ciampa.
With a crutch.
Yeah. This part, personally, for me, was slightly annoying. Because I think they missed an opportunity there. They could have done it better, I feel. Because we both called it.
Yeah.
We said Ciampa was going to attack him after the match. But all it was literally he just hit him with his crutch once.
Yep.
And then Candice LeRae just screamed at him, told him to go away, and he was just like, okay.
And he went.
Yeah. And I was just a bit like, I know this sort of repeating itself, but I think they should have done something esque to when he initially first turned on Johnny.
Well, I don't think he can. I think that...
Yeah, admittedly, I did notice he's got a knee brace.
And he's still kind of limping.
Yeah. So whether maybe they're just teasing it for, future when Tommaso's fully recovered and he's able to get back in the ring, maybe.
Yeah, I think come the next month and a half, they'll start teasing it more and more. Because I'm 99.9% certain this match is happening at the TakeOver before WrestleMania.
The only problem I've got with that, though, is if they do it, unless it's for the title, it's going to blow everything out of the water.
It will.
And it's sort of like, it's good, but at the end of the day, you want the main focus to be on the NXT Championship match.
No, I wouldn't put the title on this yet. I think it would make a better story if Gargano wins the title and then Ciampa comes back to take it away from him.
Yeah, do it that way.
I mean, this is gonna steal the show.
Yeah.
Depending on whatever they put on as the title match.
I think the only way they might take the shine off of it a tiny bit is if they put Adam Cole or Black against Almas for the title.
Might happen.
Yeah.
Aleister Black versus Andrade. Yeah, I could see it.
Yeah.
I could see it. So yeah, plenty of good times ahead.
Yeah.
This was a good show.
Yeah, very good. Didn't disappoint.
So that's going to wrap it up for this one. From your hosts, the master of the brain damage,
Martin?
and the one and only Sam H. We'll see you again for the next one.
Johnny Wrestling.